Good morning. I'm Reverend Bob Trask, and you're at Unity of Vancouver in beautiful British Columbia, where we teach peace and common sense approaches to higher consciousness. In just a few minutes, you're going to discover some really beautiful and simple steps to make every single day in your life more confident. You're going to feel more confidence, more self-confidence. This is going to happen for you today. Just hang on a few minutes. Today, we're going to set a sacred intention to have our most precious dreams come true.
Good morning. I'm Janet Law, and as Bob said today, it's about building self-confidence, which it turns out is something that the Dalai Lama has been quoted on. He says, with the realization of one's own potential and self-confidence in one's ability, one can build a better world. And now, let us center ourselves in presence by feeling the truth of our invocation. We are now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. And now, a new segment we've recently added to our gathering, which going forward will be called Things That Make You Go, Each week, Things That Make You Go, will feature spiritual insights from notable spiritual teachers intended to accelerate your spiritual growth so that you can build and live in a better world. And today, the reading comes from the Onondaga Nation in Eastern North America, and it's entitled Greetings and Thanks to the Natural World. This was a daily Thanksgiving that was inspired so that we could celebrate every day. And here, greeting and thanks to each other as people, to the Earth Mother of all greetings, and thanks to all the waters, waterfalls, and rain rivers and oceans. Greetings and thanks to all the fish life, greeting and thanks to the grains and beans and berries. As one, we send thanks to food plants, medicine herbs of the world and their keepers. Greetings and thanks to all animals and their teachings. Greetings and thanks to the trees for shelter and shade, fruit and beauty. Greetings and thanks to all the birds, large and small. They give us joyful greetings. And thanks from the four directions, the four winds. Thank you for the purifying of the air that we breathe and for giving us strength. Greetings, the thunderers, our grandfathers in the sky. We hear their voices. Greetings and thanks now to the sun for the light of a new day and all of the fires of life. Greetings and thanks to our oldest grandmother, the moon, leader of women all over the world, and the stars for their mystery, beauty, and guidance. Greetings and thanks to our teachers from all times, reminding us of how to live in harmony. Greetings and thanks and all for the gifts of creation, for all the love around us. Greetings and thanks, and for that which is forgotten, we remember. We end our words now, and now our minds are one. I just think that is so beautiful.
Holy Spirit, creator of life and all, you create a space inside us and fill it with your presence. Our oneness now prevails. Your one desire flows through ours as energy fills all forms. You give us this day our physical and spiritual nourishment. You untangle the knots of air that bind us as we also release each other. We don't let appearances make us forgetful of the source. We're born free to act from our highest nature. From your presence comes the glorious harmony of life. Now these words are fertile ground from which our future grows.
If you will just come with me now as we move into meditation, I ask that you put your feet flat on the floor, the lower part of your back up against the back of your chair, and just relax. We're going to take a little journey, a journey of healing, a journey where all the cells of your body will remember who they are and what their jobs are. We're going to go into a quiet and beautiful place where there is only peace. As you breathe in gently through your nose, not taking a huge breath, but one that just fills you. And then holding it until it feels comfortable to let it go. And then just letting your body relax as that breath flows away. And then don't take the next breath until it feels just right. And in so doing, you're going to slow down your breathing and you'll slow down your heart. And your whole body will stop reacting and jumping all over the place regarding the world around us. It'll just become that beautiful work of nature that it's supposed to be. So be at peace. Just be at peace with the soft breath, the blessed breath of grace, because it is grace that you're breathing, pure grace flowing in and blessing and relaxing and healing every cell of your body, and then breathing out your blessing to the world. Gently, so gently. The great spirit of life that is the power of a tall tree and the solace of a tall mountain and the giggling of waves on the shore of the ocean. That great life, that great spirit is in you, as you. You are that spirit. So as you're breathing gently, the breath of God in through your nose, gently releasing it whenever it feels right. Please know how deeply you are loved. Please know how deeply you are blessed. And because you're loved, and because you're blessed, you're also free. And because you're loved and you're blessed and you're free, you're safe. You're safe. You're safe, and your body is completely well. As you breathe in the blessed spirit of life, it goes into every cell of your body and heals and blesses and relaxes. You're not old, you're not young, you are perfect, exactly the way you are right now. Right now you're being loved and blessed, and you're safe and free. You're safe. And every cell of your body, especially those that you've been concerned about, now just know that they're being flooded with the pure grace of Holy Spirit. The same grace that holds that tall, beautiful tree on the mountain so straight and majestic. The same grace that the great blue whale deep in the Southern Ocean feels. That same grace is moving into you and healing and relaxing and blessing every cell in your body. You are a fountain of love. Imagine in your mind yourself as a golden fountain of love. It comes into you and out of you, flowing freely, like the warm southern wind blowing through your soul. Pure love, pure blessings. There's only one you. There ever, only will ever be one you. And you are perfect exactly the way you are. Continue now for the next minute to just breathe that soft breath, holding it until it feels right to let it go, then just relaxing and let it flow out. And then not taking another breath until it feels just right. And know that you're breathing the breath of God. Just take a moment and do that.
can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaken, but I gotta keep trying. I gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna make it wanna move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. Struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes they knock me down, but I'm not breaking. The pain I'm knowing, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. I just gotta keep going, and I gotta keep strong. I gotta keep on keeping on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna make it wanna move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna make it wanna move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to move. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
My dear friends, did you know that 85% of the world's people suffer from a lack of self-esteem, a lack of self-confidence? Let me say right off the top that both of these, self-esteem and self-confidence, are guided by self-worth, aren't they? So if my self-worth or your self-worth is in the bucket, then we're not going to have any self-confidence. We're not going to have any self-esteem. And I can tell you that there's nothing that you want to accomplish in your life that you're going to accomplish without self-confidence. And I know you've got dreams. I know there's some things out there you want to do. And I think they're blessed dreams. I think they're really important. But you can't do it unless you have self-confidence, unless you believe in yourself. And that comes from self-worth, from am I worthy of winning? Am I worthy of having what I want? Our current Wednesday night class, I just want to throw a plug in here. Our current Wednesday night class, Romancing the Soul, looks at self-worth, and it looks it right in the eye and shows us how to build it. So you might want to jump in there at 6:30 on Wednesday night. You know, some would say that successful people have habitual self-confidence, and I think that's true. Self-confidence is habitual, but so is self-doubt habitual. And like all habits, it can be broken. So it's as clear as day that there are two kinds of lives, expanding or retracting. We have to make a choice. And I have to tell you an interesting thing is that expanding or retracting is not something that is pre-written. Nothing stays the same. Did you know that? Things are either growing or they're retracting. So your self-confidence and your opinion of yourself, your self-worth is either growing each day, or it's sliding each day. It's not staying the same. It's your choice. Most of us who live in self-doubt think we're living in safety. You know what? We think we're living in safety because we're not taking risks. But by not reaching beyond the limits of what we already know and understand, we're not going to get anything other than we already have. So you want more? You want more beauty in your life? You want more joy in your life? You want a better relationship? You want more money? You want to feel better? You want to be able to excel at a certain area of your life more readily? You want to be able to make more money? Whatever that is, I don't care what it is. Want to get better grades in school? I don't care what it is. Better relationships. It's going to come from more self-confidence, which comes from a greater self-worth. And today I'm talking to people who feel there's more to life than what they're getting. I'm talking to people who want to expand their worlds, and I know that's you. Self-confidence isn't automatic. It isn't something we're born with. Self-confidence is either being built or it's being diminished steadily throughout our lives. The path of building self-confidence is one of consciousness, awareness, mindfulness. The other path, the one that diminishes our self-worth, is one that is subconsciously sabotaging us every day. Subconsciously. We have this giant subconscious mind that's built of all of our memories and all of our events and everything we've ever heard or been told about ourselves. And all of that huge subconscious mind is sending these messages up to our conscious mind saying, think this, do this, be this. And we got to stop that. Because this today isn't yesterday. It isn't last week. It isn't when I was a kid and my dad said, you're a bad boy. It isn't, that's not who I am. This is a new day. The path to personal mastery is one of risking and winning, one of constantly reaching beyond who you think you are to discover who you truly are. You're willing to do that? To reach beyond who you think you are right now? To discover who you think you are? There's steps you can take, and I'm going to lay out a few of them today. But here's the thing. The steps alone are not going to help. The steps alone won't do a thing. They need to be accompanied by intention and commitment. You have to want what you don't have. You have to want the life that you dream of more than you want the failings and the reticence and the false humility that keeps you stuck. You have to really want a fuller and more abundant life. You have to want increased self-confidence, increased self-worth. You must want them so much that what you have now is minimal beside that. And you have to be willing to step outside of your habitual comfort zone and go for it. You ready? Then here are 5 steps you can take to begin realizing who you are beyond all old limiting beliefs. Number 1, only positive self-talk. Only positive self-talk. So let's talk about those voices in your head. Your self-confidence is actually your self-identity. Did you know that? Think with me for a minute. Who is one person in your life who you most admire? One person. Think of that person. A person who's confident, caring, powerful. What if you heard someone talk negatively about that person? Would you be distressed? What if in fact you are that confident, caring, powerful person? And the one talking down about you is you. When you were young, you had no idea who you were. Did you know that? When you were young, you didn't know who you were. You really don't even yet know who you really are. And then you never will really know because you're the one being instead of the one knowing. But when you were young, your family and your surroundings taught you. Your parents couldn't teach you what they did not know. Their own self-confidence and self-esteem was a result of the society and of the parentage in which they came. Unlike them, you have the opportunity now to break that multi-generational habit of being less than. You have the ability, because there are new truths and new methods available for you that as a whole, perfect and complete person on the way to self-mastery, you can accomplish. The only thing needed now is your consent and your commitment. Research shows that a positive affirmation causes a major shift in a part of the brain responsible for internal evaluation. Did you know that? Positive affirmations can change the brain. This is one of the easiest and most reliable methods of building self-confidence. Here are 3 tried and proven affirmations that I've used and I know you can use to help build self-confidence. But you have to write these down, you have to get them on paper, you have to post them, and you have to repeat them until they become a part of who you are. Number 1, I already am the person I want to be. Number 2, every failure has been a step to my success. Number 3, all is good, all is God, all is love. I'll read those again at the end. And number 1, I already am the person I want to be. Can you say that aloud? I already am the person I want to be. And then every failure, think back of those failures, has been a step to my success. And finally, all is good, all is God, all is love. We all have those times when things go south on us and threaten to ruin our day. That's when it's up to us to course correct and to get right again. Quite often for me, all it takes is repeating the affirmations. I'm already the person I want to be. Every one of my failures has been a step to my success. And all is good, all is God, all is love. Here's the most necessary truth for us today. We'll never find ourselves in the attainment of our dreams. The attainment of our dreams will be found in the awakening of ourselves. The joy, the sense of adventure, the thrill, they must be in you now. It's from that sacred state that miracles are worked and that dreams are made to come true. So it's not enough to believe in your dream unless you first believe in you in the dream. I know well that for some of you listening to me today, there's a darkness and an uncertainty around your life. I know how that feels. I've been there. But if in that darkness you can find just one tiny speck of hope, of faith, of self-love, one tiny speck, the size of a mustard seed, then you can grow and become filled with life and joy and grace. to fulfill your soul a tiny light of self-love the size of a mustard seed. Is that too much to ask of yourself?
Deep inside a mustard seed, life's waiting. Deep inside a peaceful thought, the music plays. On and on we tumble through life's meaning. The stories told their ages, oh, once lost you find. Peace of mind, believe my love. From time to time we falter, but that's living. In a moment's breath, the gift of faith. If you fall, peace passes all understanding. You must believe, don't be deceived, just hear this sound. Once lost, you're found. Believe my love. The heart will heal when eyes need not see. Past regrets are counted endlessly. This moment's melody, you must believe my love. The night forever wakes the day. The wind that stirs our heart to play and whispers gently now, you must believe my love. Deep inside a mustard seed, life's waiting. Deep inside a peaceful thought, the music plays. On and on we tumble through life's meaning. The stories told their ages, oh, once lost you find. Peace of mind, believe my love. The heart will heal when eyes need not see. Past regrets are counted endlessly. This moment's melody, you must believe my love. The night forever wakes the day. The wind that stirs our heart to play and whispers gently now, you must believe my love. We're governed by the hands of time, waiting for the chance to find that perfect peace of mind. You must believe my love. You must believe my love. You must believe.
So Leora's singing to us and saying that you must believe. You must believe, my love. So what if you were to believe that you are already the person you have always wanted to be? What if you were to believe that now? How would your life change? And all it takes is a mustard seed of courage to step out on that bridge of who you are. Courage and commitment. Now let's get back to our steps to greater self-confidence. Number 1 was only self-talk. Number 2 is gratitude. Gratitude is not being thankful. It's not. You think that it's being thankful? It's not. Gratitude's a state of consciousness. It's a state within which you recognize the flowing abundance of all good things in the universe and your rightful place in the middle of that abundance, in the middle of that abundant flow. That's gratitude. When you know that about yourself, that the universe is flowing wealth constantly and you're right in the middle of it. I sometimes think that we're like a rock in a stream and the water's just pouring around us. And I think some of us stay dry. I do. I think some of us right in the middle of the flow of abundance around us, we stay dry. We don't soak up any of it. When we understand gratitude as being one with the river, one with life, one with the flow, then we can easily see that it's a key step to self-confidence. And number 3, only positive friends. Please, only positive friends. Let's face it, attitudes are contagious, aren't they? When there are people in your midst who darken your soul and darken your days, people who make you feel less, they're toxic. They're toxic to your self-identity, and you can't afford that. And the way to bring more positive people into your life is to be more positive. To get rid of those ideas that you're limited and somehow impaired. Go look at a tree. That's one of God's children. Perhaps it's lightning-stricken and scarred. Perhaps its limbs have been broken. And yet there it is, standing tall against the sky, reaching for the light. That tree knows who it is. It's surrounded by the blessed grace of nature. It's surrounded by other children of God who all know who they are. And when you can't find positive people, go into the forest and feel yourself surrounded there by the beauty of who you are. You have to stop asking permission to be who you are. You have to stop asking permission from the world around you to be who you truly are. You have to stop asking permission. It says in the Desiderata, you are a child of the universe. Let's just see how that, just want you to read with me these words. You're a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it's clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should, exactly as it should. You're a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether it's clear to you or not, the universe is unfolding as it should. So we need to have faith, don't we? Number 4, failure isn't fatal. Number 4, failure isn't fatal. If you never fail, it's because you never tried anything beyond your comfort zone. We're here to grow in wisdom and in joy. Now, how in the heck can we possibly do that if all we do is replicate again and again the things we've already mastered? Yes, we can tie our shoes correctly every time. Yeah, that's really cool. Is there a new way to tie shoes that we don't know about? Maybe a better way? When learning new skills, we fail again and again. And we constantly fail. And if we don't give up, we eventually become masters of that skill. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Failure isn't fatal. Failure is a step to success. Number 5, you are bigger than your biggest fear. You are bigger than your biggest fear. I want you to just think of the fears that you have that keep you from reaching out, that keep you from being all that you can be. Just stop for a minute and think, what will people say? Well, what will this person say? Will this person approve? Will that person disapprove? Or what if I fail? Or what if I make a mess out of it? Or what if I embarrass myself? Do you know why we so deeply admire heroes? It's because they're not afraid of fear. They have fears just like us. But they embrace fear. They see fear as an energy form rather than a demon. They see fear as an energy form rather than a demon. Can we stop hiding from our fears and instead embrace them? Embrace the grace and the blessings and the energy that they bring us? So don't wish for it. Do it. Because action always conquers fear. Don't wish for it. Do it, because action always conquers fear. So then here again are the 5 steps to self-confidence. Let's look at them together. The 5 steps to self-confidence. Only positive self-talk. Gratitude. Only positive friends. Failure isn't fatal. Dare to fail. And finally, you are bigger than your biggest fear. And until you step out with these 5 steps, until you step out and step beyond your comfort zone, you're not going to know that. So my friend, we cannot balance a bicycle unless it's moving, and our self-confidence does not awaken until our lives are moving. Self-confidence is not possible outside of a life of passion and a life of purpose. We've got to have a life of passion and a life of purpose. We've got to. And our lack of self-confidence stops that, doesn't it? Stops the passion and it stops the purpose. Get back on the road. Challenge that fear. If you need help designing that path, we're here to help. Our classes are not only lectures, they're also discussions. Even now on Zoom, every Wednesday evening from 6:30 to 8, there's a powerful class going on that'll help you with that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I believe in you.
When I reach the place I'm going, I will surely know my way, and I will turn and look inside me and bid farewell to one more day. Every light begins with darkness. Every flower once was seed, and with the sun and wind to test us, we are bound to be released. And I will fly beyond this valley, and I will open up the gate. And when I reach the place I'm going, I will surely know my way. We have our sorrows. We have tears to heal the pain. And though your eyes ask many questions, on your lips I hear my name. I was born without a whisper. I was born beneath the rain. But when I reach the place I'm going, I will surely know my way. But when I reach the place I'm going, I will surely know my way. I will surely know my way.
Thanks, Linda. And thanks to Leora and Jay. Thanks for the fantastic music today. I want to talk to you briefly about the class that I've mentioned a couple of times that's on Wednesday night. Now, I'm not trying to sell that to you. I'm asking you if you don't think that would be a good idea for you to take a class that shows that the steps of being, doing, and having are steps that you can make in your life that will bring back to you those things that you dreamed of as a child. The freedom, the carefreeness, the joy that you deserve to have in life every day comes back to you. This triangle I created clear back in 1979, and at this point, it's been taught to more than 500,000 people around the world, and it's changed so many people's lives, miraculously changed people's lives. And it's not difficult. It's a simple pattern that you learn, that you can adapt to your life so that the confusion and the hesitation and the fears of being all that you can be go away. And they go away because you see that there are these simple steps in which you win all the time. You win all the time. So if it sounds right to you, come and join us. Just go to unityofvancouver.org and click on the view button and go to the class and just hit Zoom or YouTube and come aboard and help us out in our joy and our growth. Thank you. You're muted, Janet.
Please join us next Sunday when Reverend Bob will speak on the 3 C's of your amazing life. And today's prayer chaplains are Margaret McLeod, Wendy Knoll, and Len Satoff. If you would like a few moments with a trained prayer chaplain, I'll show you how in just a couple of minutes. Wisdom circles begin, and they are known as at the beginning of human history, people have gathered in circles to share wisdom and learn how to live more effectively in the world. Unity continues this tradition through our spiritual wisdom circles, which enable deep discussions and mastery of spiritual and metaphysical principles. Our next one is coming up on Saturday, February the 19th from 9 till 10. Join us online for this hour. You will feel better all week, and you will find the links on the website or in your Unity email. And now let us join Reverend Bob in our prayer for protection.
This prayer was written for people fighting in the war. And I'd like for you and I to think that we are also maybe not fighting in a war, but we're reaching to overcome, as Linda sang so beautifully in her song, we're climbing that mountain. Our human race, our human family, We need to uplift and protect and enrich them. So let's join together and know that this is true, that the light of God surrounds us and the love of God enfolds us and the power of God protects us and the presence of God watches over us. And on our journey to the top of the mountain, on our journey to bring peace to the world, wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Happy day blessings.
For those of you who have been watching on YouTube, we're so glad that you could join us. We love you and have a blessed week. And if you would like to join a breakout room or visit with a prayer chaplain, just go to unityofvancouver.org and press the Zoom button. If you want to join a breakout room to discuss today's talk, or if you intend to visit with a prayer chaplain, just stay right here. Otherwise, please press the bright red button now so that we can keep our rooms balanced, and we will see you next week. In just a